Hey, Sparks artists and families. I'm Mrs. Duga. I'm the art teacher at Sparks, and I just want to invite you into my home as we do some really fun art activities this week in your lesson plan so that you're getting from your teachers. So you have a link for all of the specials. So I hope that your kids take advantage of working through some of the activities and the projects and just having a lot of fun with some of the things that we've come up with. I miss y'all so much. It's been a long time since I've seen some of you, and I hope that everyone had a good spring break and got to do some fun things, and then hopefully we'll be back together soon. But the first thing I want to talk about is setting up a home art studio. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, but just getting some supplies together so you or your kids can have easy access to things to complete some activities, not just for art, but also for your other lessons as well. So I'm going to kind of show you how I set up my kids' work desk for this week. I have two kids. I have one that's in 3rd grade and one that's in 4th grade. So they'll be doing all these activities right along with you guys. And they're really excited, a little bit nervous like we all are, but I think that it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so here is our desk area. Since I am an art teacher, obviously, I kind of put a lot of emphasis on having a lot of supplies that some of you might not have, and that's okay. But this is the desk that my kids do some of their activities at, some of their homework. So this is where they're going to be working this week. So what I did is I just set up a little area. And this doesn't have to be set up the whole time, but maybe just kind of find some of these supplies. Look around your house, look in your backpacks. I know you probably have supplies from last year that maybe you brought home at the end of school. See what you can find. But as far as for art, these are good things to have. I have a messy mat, and kids, you know what those are. This is just an old cutting sheet that I had from the kitchen, but you can use like a big piece of paper. You can get a box and cut it up and just use something to have down, especially if you're working at a nicer table than the one I have. You don't want to get it too messy. White paper, colored construction paper. I have some colored pencils here, markers, some crayons, scissors, a glue stick, pencils. I love Sharpies. I think Sharpies are great. Parents, if you don't want your kids to have Sharpie, it's totally fine. But I love Sharpies. And then here is an eraser. And then really the only kind of paint, if I do have any activities with paint that we're going to use, is going to be watercolors. So these are watercolors. These happen to be Crayola brand. And then I have my water cup and some brushes for the kids to use. So this is kind of the supplies that would be good to have for art lessons. Again, if you don't have all of these things, it is totally fine. You're going to have lots of options, lots of things that the kids can do that don't require all of these supplies. But these are great things to kind of look around and collect to accomplish all of our art lessons. All right, I think we are ready to get started. I'm really excited about the art choice boards that I'm going to be creating for you. Gives you a lot of options, a lot of choices of things that you can work on. I would like every student to choose at least one thing to do every week for art. If you want to do more of the activities on the board, that is great, but at least choose one. If you would like to, you can take a picture, you can share it to Seesaw, put it in your art folder, and I'll go through during the week and see what kids have uploaded and make comments, and I think it's going to be really fun to see what you have created. Parents, these are activities that kids can do on their own. They don't need a lot of help or a lot of guidance. They're super creative. They have great imaginations, and they know what to do. So you can kind of give them the activity, leave them alone for a while, and see what kinds of things that they come up with and they create. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me, email me, and I'm happy to help. I'll be available every day, all week, to help with any questions. So we're really, really excited. I think this is going to be great, and hopefully I'll see all of you soon.